Way to start the episode.
Hello. No, I'm joking.
You're gonna lose points so fast.
I'm not doing that again. It doesn't hit the same. It was funny that one time.
Hello, survivors, and welcome to another episode of Will You Survive?
The podcast.
I am your host, Erik, because I won the last episode, which makes me the first winner of Season 4, and I feel very accomplished about that. I will be adding it to my resume, and I'm joined here by my two co-hosts, Alex.
I'm Alex.
And TJ.
I am TJ. Maybe.
They are them.
Possibly.
And we're doing something kind of exciting. We're covering our first TV series, except it's not the full TV series, it's a third of it.
So you're gonna get a part 2, baby!
And maybe a part 3!
Probably a part 4!
What?
We're gonna do 12 parts for each episode of the series.
Yeah, we're
just gonna narrate the fucking episodes. It'll be an hour each.
That is true. Each episode is an hour, so we could, but we won't. We were going to do, it's 12 episodes total. Well, we're doing All of Us Are Dead, first of all. That's the series that we're doing because it's a really great zombie series. And I think it's very interesting the way that the zombies interact with each other and with the plot in general and how these zombies are. It's really interesting. I'm not going to lie, I don't really have any particular path that I'm thinking of for this episode.
I can start us off with something.
Sure. I'm just here for the talk.
Quick question. Are they zombies or are they infected?
No, they die.
They're zombies.
Do they die?
Yeah, they die.
Are you sure though?
Yeah.
Positive.
Because they keep going with they die when like you stab them in the neck.
Yeah, because you're cutting the central nervous system. You're cutting the brain off from everything else. Now, I will say they do die easier or in a different way than most zombies. It's not necessarily a headshot, but it is severing the brain from the rest of the body.
So it's like a real quick death to transformation is what you're saying.
Yes, like World War Z.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot like World War Z, actually, with the exception of these ones, although they were very, I guess, agile, they were not necessarily super smart. They weren't like climbing on top of each other to reach high places. They were very much like, you're out of my reach, I'm moving on.
They were piling on top of each other.
Yeah, they in the one scene in the library, they like lifted one up.
I guess so, but I feel like that's all like they're not actively working together the way that the World War Z ones kind of seemed like they were.
Yeah.
These were much more of an accident that they just happened to be trampling on top of each other.
Yeah, they're kind of shitty in the fact that like they'll like run at you, but like that's their only mechanism is just like get to the food. And then they're kind of just reaching and hoping that they grab you.
It seems kind of not easy, but a lot easier than most zombies to juke.
No, they were freaking juking them like hella hard. Dude, okay, I wanted to bring this up. Dude, the reason Glenn in The Walking Dead was so goated, it's clearly because he was fucking Korean. Do you see the acrobatics bro was hitting when he was running from dude with the knife?
Yeah,
bro,
he was ready for those Korean zombies, and he came up against these American zombies. So like, this ain't shit.
Just to be fair, that's one of the biggest things. I mean, just look at our country. We're all fat. Like this is not a big surprise. Look at how Dersu and
he was a big guy, but he was like big.
Look at when they had to go get the cell phone and they were climbing on the outside of the wall, like hanging on.
I could totally do that
by their fingers.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Yeah, sure you could.
No, I could totally. I guarantee you,
I
I would put money on that. I could totally do that.
I can get down a wall. I can't get back up though.
Now, from that height, I don't know. Not from the height.
I'd like to see you hang from my pull-up bar for 60 seconds.
I will literally do it right now.
Yeah.
If you bring it into my room right now, I will do it right now. That is not. I will hold on for probably. I think 2 minutes might be pushing it, but I could easily go over 60 seconds.
As me and Erik are watching this, he's like, I could do that. I've been looking into rock climbing.
Yeah. TJ said he think I'd be a great rock climber.
You do got the genes for the strong forearms. So
I think I have it in me.
No, I'm not. I mean, honestly, the majority of our students couldn't do that.
I'm pretty confident in my grip. I think I could definitely I could definitely move along a wall like that. I don't know about from that height, but that has to do with my fear.
The thing that
not
was
my
impressive
capabilities.
about it was that they were hanging on by their fingertips.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
I don't know that. Definitely not the majority of our students could do that.
Because, well, they were hanging on by their fingertips, but you can't discount the toes that when they're on the wall, they don't have a ton of a ton of grip, but it's enough that it puts a little bit of the weight, it disperses the weight a little bit off of your fingertips.
I mean, I understand the theory, but I don't.
I'm a guitar player, dude.
That's not normal. The majority of our students would not even be close to that. And look at all of those students. They were all thin.
Okay, let's be fair, though.
Except for the one. Like, the one guy who was big was the outcast of all of them. He was the exception, not the rule.
Okay, but let's be fair. This is a TV show. These are not the average Korean students. Just like American TV shows don't depict the average American high schooler.
They don't even depict high schoolers. They're all fucking 40 years old.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien with his six-pack is not a high schooler. Like
Tom Holland is not a high school. He is older than me.
Yeah, it's a TV show. I don't know if we could say that in particular, but I definitely think I could do that.
Well, except for the fact that, factually speaking, other countries, Korea included, mandate physical education.
Yes, that's true. I'm not saying the United States
does not make you do anything anymore.
I'm not saying the United States is the pinnacle of health by any means.
Just think about it. As Americans, big tough Americans, we are bigger than most Koreans.
Not all of us.
So,
actually, maybe.
Well, not you, Eric. You're basically a Korean. I could survive this shit. I could push all them zombies off me, bro. You see how
That's
they
true.
were throwing them off, bro? They must just weigh Eric's pounds. I could throw them.
You know what's funny? These zombies, with the way that they're running at you, they would probably legitimately bounce off of you from the force that they hit you with.
Legitimately, like I said when we were watching it, I'm getting like heavy denim and like leather, and I'm just going ham. I'll get a suit of armor.
Do you guys remember that?
Kevlar, dude. Kevlar shark suit.
Do you guys remember that it's a football play that, what was his name? Was it Ray Lewis? Is that a football player?
Yeah.
He's a big guy, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember what team, but some guy tried to blindside Ray, and he was probably like half his size.
Oh, no, he tried to throw a block.
No, he tried to blindside him because he goes back to the sideline. He got rolled. And he goes back to the sideline, and the first thing he says is, I tried to blindside Ray. He fucked me up.
He did. He threw the guy.
That would be the zombies hitting TJ.
You got some Kevlar shark suit, and you could do that. But you got to be flexible.
I mean, like, I feel like I'll be able to survive. Also, speaking of sports people, you seen fucking Shannon Sharp? Fucking no. You didn't see what happened?
No.
Bro put on an Instagram live on accident and then started laying meat.
I did see that.
And then started laying meat and he got fired off of
Oh, no.
whatever sports network he was on. I don't watch sports. But
That's rough.
That's
I
right.
bet you those porn contracts are coming in, though.
oh, dude. He was, hey, I'm saying, I heard some of the audio. Unc was
The
laying it, bro.
OnlyFans.
Unc was doing it. But yeah.
Poor guy. That sucks.
Any topics y'all want to bring up about the show?
There's I do like how this had a beginning. It wasn't just the fact that it just started. Nobody knew. You know.
TJ, why don't you tell us about the beginning?
So basically, there's this guy. So the show starts off, kid's getting his ass beat. They're on a rooftop. He's getting fucked up by a bunch of dudes. Turns out, they didn't know it, but he was going zombie mode. And he gets tossed off the building. They're like, oh, well, he's dead. So that guy has a father. That guy's father is a scientist, but he works at the school as a science teacher. And he was sick of his son getting bullied, so he made a zombie virus. And basically, it's all his fault. And some chick gets bit by a rat. She bites somebody else. or no, she gets bit by a rat, goes to the hospital, bites a nurse or doctor or whatever, then, so on and so forth. Zombies everywhere in Korea.
Pretty much, yeah. She got bit by the rat. It was a student who got bit by the rat. And then the teacher, who was the dad of the kid who kept getting bullied, locked her in the science closet. And then there was this big rumor going around the school of, oh my God, the science teacher totally kidnapped her and is doing crazy things to her. And then it ended up being true. And they're like, oh shit, wait, like what the fuck?
Which is not wild for this school, because they freaking took a girl to an abandoned warehouse and just
it was an abandoned building of some sort,
and made her strip and videoed it and was like, we're gonna release it. What?
Yeah, that was a bit wild. Yeah, that was not my high school experience.
Yeah, it was not my
high.
high school. I mean, that one time they did time me up, but that's
Whoa. Expound.
Woke up in a dark alley. It was fine. But
yeah, I mean, high school, right? Come on, we've all been there.
Everybody's been there,
for sure.
I don't recall my high school being like that, guys.
Wow, I mean, your high school had what, 2 students in it, a teacher, and y'all pretty much did farming, right? Back in the 1910s.
No, it was more like one big red building with a teacher in a blue dress and 25 kids in pews.
Dicks. So the other thing,
it was an all-boys school.
The other thing that I would say about the start of this was they actually kind of showed the exponential growth, right? She got bit. She bit somebody.
She escaped from his closet, and she ran to the nurse, and then she ended up biting the nurse there. They rushed the girl to the hospital where she bit 2 nurses at the hospital, and that started the virus spreading in the city.
Right.
And then the nurse in the school started tweaking out, and actually some of the guys who were doing that nasty thing with the girl in the abandoned building came across the nurse and were like, yo, she's tweaking. And then she turned around and went full zombie mode on them. And they were like, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, no. They were yo, she tweaking, dog.
You would think that I speak Korean.
No, literally full English. They said that. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was all Korean except that one line where they were like, yo, she tweaking.
In my accent. It was weird. It's perfect. And then they just went back to Korean.
So did you guys watch this in Korean with the English subtitles, or did you watch it with the
Well, I assume it's Korean. I watched it in 2x speed. It just kind of sounded like so I was just reading the subtitles. So
okay, that's one way to do it.
This guy had it on, I'm gonna call you out, he had it on English at first, and although that would have been very convenient for me who was trying to fall asleep.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I was. The English dub is so bad for this movie.
Because English does not match up with the cadence or the
It's how they said it.
Yeah, no, and see, for me, when I'm watching anime, it is I'm very particular of which ones I watch it in English and which ones I watch it in Japanese. Because Naruto, great English. But Dragon Ball Z is good English, but the Japanese is awful. So you gotta there's this one show, it's called Ghost Stories. They didn't give them the translation for anything, so they just told the English voice actors to make shit up. That's where that one clip.
Wait, I think
a big black man is chasing you.
Yes.
Well, at least he's not racist.
Wait, he's running. Yeah, I've seen that clip. Oh,
but yeah,
man.
no,
okay.
well,
this show was not that.
No,
it's
yeah.
The English is just not it.
It's not it.
The so
voices won't match.
I think my exact words are we really going to listen to this in English?
Well, okay. This is this dumbass over here thinking he can fucking speak Korean because he's over there working on his fucking laptop, not looking at the screen.
Okay,
see,
I've already
that's
seen
a rookie.
This series.
That's Eric. That's a rookie move because I'll do that when I'm watching some not English shit, and I'll be like, oh wait, I can't speak this, and I'll have to turn back and go back
Eric's
to where I was.
done that before. He did that with Flu.
Yeah,
no,
and I'm
yeah,
like, what?
I definitely did do that. But here's the thing: I've already seen this series, so I was more just catching up on the events and what order they played out in.
And by the way, I'm working too, so I'm looking at my fucking phone while this is on. And he's like, "Are we really gonna listen to this in English?" I'm like, "You fucking
Well, because
asshole."
you know what? I wanted you to pay attention.
Oh yeah, you wanted me to pay attention. Well,
I've
you're
already
sitting there,
seen this.
So have I.
Well, pay attention.
I've seen the whole fucking season.
I have too.
What are you fucking giving me shit for?
So catch up, TJ. What the fuck, dude?
Bite me.
TJ. Fucking TJ.
I watch actual good things.
Bullshit. This is great.
It is great. I gotta admit that I do love the way that Koreans do the fucking zombies. Like, this is straight up Train to Busan, just like not on a train. It's a school to fucking wherever the fuck they were.
Yeah. Let's talk about something that I think TJ and I have on our minds: the bathroom situation in episode 4.
Oh, that was rough.
They were stupid about all of that. They kept acting. What was his name? Daesu. They kept acting like his idea was dumb.
Yeah.
And his idea made the most sense. Girls go into the broadcasting room. The boys will pee out the window. And then the boys can go in the broadcasting room and the girls can pee out the window. I feel like you can create a harness of some sort to make it safer. Like, I definitely don't think it's the move to make a toilet in that room, because that had to stink so bad.
No, and like it wasn't like it's nothing to catch it and dispose of it. So you're just like piling on top of piles.
Which I know the idea is that you're not going to be there that long, but why do that to yourself when you have an open window?
In this situation, you're in a room of like fairly attractive chicks. I'm pulling my dick out to piss out the window. I don't give a fuck. Everybody's dying around me. Do you think I really care if somebody sees my wiener?
Yeah, that's also the thing. Like, this whole series, which I kind of get it, because my theory is that they're clinging to some sense of normalcy, but there's a lot of points where they're like, well, like the kids in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Where she's like, are you really going to talk like that to an upperclassman?
Yeah.
Are you for real? We just watched people eat each other, and you're really going to act like you have some standing as an upperclassman right now?
Yeah, well, upper class my coochie lips, motherfucker. They
did kind of point out the hypocrisy sideways. I'm going to try to say this correctly, because it was hypocritical of her to say that, and then at the same time they had a conversation about where did the 11th graders go or the juniors go, and they said, I don't know, they're all zombies. It's not like they're staying in line, right? So it's like, it's kind of stupid. You just pointed out it's kind of stupid in this situation to still be trying to hold on to that tradition of don't talk to an upperclassman that way.
There was a few points, like, also Miss Park, it sucks because I understand her point, but at the same time, that one chick straight up murdered.
She did.
Oh my fucking god, that stupid hoe! Like, what kind of classist like what is up with like zombies making people just murderers? Like, how does that just like immediate like? Yes, I say some wild shit like, I'll shoot a dude in the leg type shit, but I'm not gonna like just straight up murk somebody because they are on welfare. That's crazy.
It didn't make people murderers. People are murderers, and they just take advantage of the situation.
I agree.
Like, she was an evil person.
The way that vile, horrible evil that she kept doing that entire fucking show, on top of how annoying she is.
Yeah.
For the sake of the group, I think knocking her out a long time ago would have done her some good.
Just like that crazy old ass lady in frickin' Mist. I'm gonna beat her up, chuck her in a room, put her in the frickin' sound booth, bro.
One good fucking knockout to just put her in her place real quick so she learns that this is a different fucking world and you don't get to be that way anymore.
I'm not going to turn into like a freaking serial killer in the apocalypse, but in the apocalypse, it's the apocalypse. These hands are rated E for everyone. I'm punching you in the face if you start acting stupid.
All right. So one thing I will say on this particular show, which I liked, I think this was great. We all just had a little conversation on high school. We all had different experiences, definitely. don't go back to the whole fucking 1920 shit, asshole. But the fact that they made
Did
this...
high schools exist?
Oh, fuck you.
Wait. So back then, were you using like stone tablets and chisels, or did you get to the number 2 pencil?
Oh,
he was probably
dude.
using the number 1 pencil.
Avid notes must have sucked.
We use number 2 these days, but back then, all they had was number 1. It was just a piece of like charcoal.
You're such a dick. So the fact that they made this in a high school setting, and they kept most of the usual high school bullshit, all this did was intensify all of that rivalry. We got to see it, right? This girl who thought herself to be so much better than everybody else, especially better than a kid on welfare, right? So that exists. That's realistic. There's definitely this classist system in high schools.
That was definitely not me, though. I was friends with literally everybody. The weird kids, the popular kids, the sports dudes. I was literally friends with everybody.
I had friends in the football team. I had friends in the baseball team. I was in band. I had friends in band. I feel like being drumline in band is like this weird middle ground where like everybody looks at you and like, you're in band, you're a nerd, but you're like the cool side of the nerds. So, hi. I don't know. I never felt bullied or anything. I felt like I pretty kind of fit into everywhere.
I made sure to make friends with the quiet kid just so he could, hit me up.
Just in
the
case.
night before.
I'll tell you my experience was I was a complete loner. However, everybody knew me, and they all knew me because of my brother. So they all knew him, and they all wanted to, like, he was the popular one. I didn't want to be known by anybody. When he would go to parties, and I knew some people, so they would invite me to these parties, I'd go and he'd be there. Right. And what was funny is me and his best friend would always be sitting out in the front yard in his buddy's car, blasting music outside, not in the freaking party, where it always resulted in fights and stupidity. But nonetheless, I think that was a good point of this show, is the juxtaposition of the normal drama that occurs in high school that's massively intensified by being trapped in this high school during a freaking zombie apocalypse.
It's kind of hard to put in perspective, but you got to remember that these are supposed to be high school kids. And I think you're right. The situation just intensifies the normal childish responses.
Mm-hmm.
Even what would just be normal bullying turns into murder. And now that's why I say I think a good knockout early on would have saved her from doing anything like this if she just got checked real quick, real early. But I think they were way too nice to her. And I think that caused her to think she could do whatever the fuck she wanted.
If I can, I'll bring up a point on that matter that proves your point.
I think of it like a dog.
The kid, I have a hard time remembering their names.
Oh yeah, that's
said.
a note. That's a note to make. We're just silly little Americans. All right, we're gonna try, but there's a lot of names.
I think the main character, the one that we met first, he's Chung San.
Yeah.
So Chung San, when the girl essentially was discovered to have murdered his friend, he really, he didn't lose his shit really, but he lost the respect that he had, where he had been listening to the teacher all the time. She said stop, he would stop. This was the one time, remember, he pushed her, and he actually pushed the teacher away from him, showing that he really could have dominated that room at any point.
It was only his boys holding him back.
And I remember the guy's name that I was thinking of, not Dersu, it's Bearsu. Remember they kept calling him Bearsu because he had stinky feet? And they said, "Oh, I smell him from here." They kept making fun of him.
Yeah, they said his sweat.
No, that's Dersu. That was the bigger dude. The guy who had a crush on the president, who Chung San's the girl that Chung San had a crush on, she had a crush on him.
Oh,
that was
the
Bearsu.
ex-Fight Club dude. Yeah, I like that guy. He's chill.
So he, either one of those two guys could have thrown the teacher down or out of the room, or they could have dominated that room, but it was exclusively their respect that kept them in check.
Yeah. So that was another point that I was making, that I think of it as like a cling to normalcy, that they're looking for, because they are still children looking for some guidance. And once you find out she murdered your best friend, you don't care about guidance anymore.
I get it.
I understand. I'm surprised all he did was push her.
No, I get it. I completely understand what you mean.
I don't think I'm a pretty chill person.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot to make me angry. I think to save her life, she needed to be knocked out pretty early to just get checked.
Can I say also, again, just because we are a podcast commenting on a fictional show, and all we want to say is these damn actors.
Oh, she did great at making me hate her.
So amazing.
She's a great actress because I fucking hated her.
Absolutely hated her.
When she walked out that door, I was like, please let the zombies come.
God.
If you hate a character so much you want them to die, the actor's doing their job. However, Dwayne Johnson, I still haven't forgot about you, you bitch ass motherfucker. I fucking hate you.
Deal with this guy
so much, dude. You're so ass. You're literally the worst actor. Hit me up right now so we can square up. No, you're so.
You want to square up with Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
Dave Bautista is a far better actor, and so is John Cena. They did it right. You're doing it stupid. The no winning clause in your contract, pussy move, brother.
Hang on, I like Dave Bautista, but better actor than Dave Bautista?
Dave Bautista's a better actor.
I forgot some things that Dave Bautista's been in. I take that back.
No, Dave Bautista's a better actor, and so is John Cena.
I forgot
John
he was
Cena and
Drax,
Dave Bautista are like straight from WWE to acting perfectly. Did it
I like
great.
John Cena. John Cena in that firefighter movie where he takes in those three girls, those three girls. That's a hilarious movie. It has Michael Keegan? Michael Key?
I cannot remember. I can remember one of his roles where he was like a drug dealer, and he was like, I got bikes, I got perks, I got stuff to make you happy, to make you sad. I got and he just names like a bunch of
That's like Channing Tatum in 21 or 22 Jump Street. Those guys were fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
but you don't remember the movie where he's oh god, what do they call him? He works in like a forest. He fights forest fires.
I don't know what movie you're talking about.
He's a smoke jumper. Is that what they're called?
Smoke jumpers?
Yeah. So it's a movie where he's a smoke jumper. I think Michael Keegan is in it too, from Key and Peele. And there's a scene that you've probably seen where Michael Keegan is standing next to John Cena, and he's like, "Oh, Big Daddy would have been so proud."
I like how you're saying Michael Keegan instead of Keegan Michael Key. It's
Playing
with fire. The movie is Playing with Fire.
Yeah, but he like does these ridiculous cries where he's like, "Ah!" and John Cena's just fucking breaking character like every 2 seconds because it's fucking hilarious. But I don't know. We're getting off on a tangent very far away from the movie. But speaking of fire hoses.
Okay. Yes, that scene. Yes.
Episode 4?
Well, no, that's like episode 2. When they get down, or 3.
No. The fire hose where they're trying to escape up like the stairs and stuff with the important people. You talking about that? The fire hose?
The assembly woman.
Oh no, I was thinking of the fire hose that they made to
climb,
get down to the broadcasting booth. Yeah,
brilliant,
smart,
very smart. I don't think American kids could do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Climbing down, that's tough.
No, I could also do that. But the thought process to actually make footholds and then to actually do it, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think a lot of kids these days can do that.
Most of our schools here are not that high up. 2 floors max for a high school.
Just because this was pretty funny. Do that war cry for the goblins again, please.
Okay. Okay, I wanted to talk about that one scene where, she rubs the freaking bloody thing on his leg and he turns into a zombie.
Handkerchief.
That shit was heartbreaking, bro.
Yep,
yeah.
It was.
When he started he knew he was fine.
He's the first one in this whole series to distance himself from everybody else when he realized he was infected.
He was like, stay back. I got it.
Everybody else kept being like, no, I'm not infected, and would keep trying to move towards people. He was the only one who said, stay away from me. I'll let myself out. I'm going to leave.
He tried it first, but then it became obvious to him that he was infected.
That showed his character so much. I can't believe she fucking killed him.
But again, let's talk about the directing of the Korean style, how they overlay the father who started all of this talking about what the infected goes through right at that moment.
Yeah.
The fear.
Where he's talking about how he becomes afraid.
And then they show what he's seeing.
Everything
and the
he's
paranoia
going through.
and
Everybody's like laughing at him, and he's like,
Yep.
Stop,
Why
stop, what
are
you doing?
this to me?
Yeah,
That was
that
so
shit was sad.
fucking sad.
That
which
was heartbreaking.
I think makes it easier for you to hate the girl
so easy
for what she had done.
for what she put him through.
And then his friend freaking, took it upon himself to fucking risk his life to get him out of there by doing the whistle. The same
Also,
whistle that he did when he was in the room.
Old
Bro,
Lang Syne.
The way Daesu stood up to fight him off, like he was crying.
Yeah.
And he still stood up to fight him off before Jung-sen started whistling.
Yep.
Like everybody in that room, besides that fucking bitch,
Yep.
everybody in that room, while going through grief, handled that as best as they could.
That was very good. Which can I also bring up now? You just segued to something that I wanted to ask about. This brings up survival versus humanity, if you will, right? That situation aside, because she was definitely not doing that for survival. She was just an evil see you next Tuesday.
Couldn't stand that she was wrong. That's what it was. It was an incessant need to be right enough to kill a person for it.
That was it.
That is wild.
But all of the tension, besides this one, right? All of the rest of it, especially after her, but all of the rest of it, the tension that the director made you feel in keeping your humanity, and the teacher was trying to do this, keeping them all relatively calm, right? Keeping your humanity while keeping the survival instincts up, because you can't let your guard down, right? And the father actually made a point of this when he was rationalizing to the detective why he had done this, and all of the fact that humans aren't naturally humane, and humans are suppressing their natural instincts by being humane, and therefore what he had done was actually release the human being to be what he was meant to be.
He had a very skewed idea of
Definitely.
humans.
But
Very cynical, very
with that
dark.
idea in mind, it was a good tension builder that that everybody is now fighting for their lives, right? All of us are dead, and they kept repeating it. They don't want to go out quietly. They're going to keep fighting for it and trying to survive while trying to maintain their humanity. Isn't that something that I mean, God, I think it's at least worth talking about a little bit.
Well, I mean, I think that's a main trope that a lot of zombie shows and movies have to take on, because if you try to ignore that, there's nothing really there as for substance in the genre. The idea of trying to balance your morality and your humanity with survival, I think you see it play out in The Walking Dead, where in the beginning Rick tries to be the moral cop still, and it's as the episodes go on, it's a different world. There are no moral people anymore. There's no moral cop. You do what you need to do to survive.
He brought his whole cop fit. He was ready to save everybody.
Yeah, he was ready to be the sheriff of the new world.
Yeah.
And then he passed it on to his son, and then his son just never took it off.
Oh no. He took it off.
I mean,
That was the final.
and then
Everybody.
his daughter, people who can't see us in quotations, that's definitely Shane's baby. But
Definitely Shane's baby.
she gonna grow up. She gonna be like, let me tell you something.
I like that.
Ooh, I just read something that I like. The zombies serve as a catalyst to showcase how far people will go to survive.
It's a very good point.
It's a really good point.
And I think
Not me, though.
the zombies can be anything.
I'll give it a good old college try, and then take my way. Y'all know me.
You'll give murder a good old college try.
I'll give survival a good old college try, and then I'll just if it don't work out, there's a roof somewhere.
Yeah. Well, speaking of roofs, let's talk about the two who were stuck up on the roof.
God.
The girl who was, truthfully, she was being sexually assaulted, and then the guy who was somewhat, I say forced, but he really could have not. But he was forced to video it, and turns out he had a crush on her. And she, oh my gosh, she has a very dark outlook on the world as well. The second she sees the zombies start, very quickly she was like, I hope everybody dies.
Well, I mean, one of the things that I have, it's a very controversial opinion on it. Not to say that anything that was done to her was right in any capacity, but and I think it was the abuse that made her go so myopic, because she did actually think so small-mindedly as, if I just go down into the teacher's office and break all of the phones, that will solve all of the problems.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, dude, that's not how this works. You're not going to stop this from broadcasting to everybody in the world.
So here's the thing. I told TJ this when it happened. Nobody is looking at her fucking nudes with what is going on.
Zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, that's exactly. Nobody's fucking thinking of that.
On her.
But when you are so utterly humiliated, you think that all eyes are on you.
But the guy on the roof, as good intentioned as he was, said none of the right things.
Nothing.
What did he say where he was like, even if you kill yourself, nothing changed. It's
Right.
still out there.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to get her to step off the ledge.
Right.
What the fuck, dude?
No,
Which, I mean, but her logic was so skewed. She was so damaged by this point that she went down into the office and started breaking phones, thinking
and
that would solve
was
her problem.
she not bit?
By that point, she was.
She was so focused on one goal that she like just didn't turn, or she turned and it didn't matter. She just kept doing
Well,
it.
here's something I want to point out. She was bit a lot by a lot of zombies. However, they didn't stop once she was turned. At least it didn't look like it, but they did stop. They all stopped biting her, and the one looked her right in the eyes and then walked away.
Can I say, once again, this was like JD in Resident Evil. I was so disappointed with how they made her look. She had a dozen zombies on her, and her shirt wasn't ripped. Nothing was wrong. She had a few blood splatters on her back. That was it.
Bro, just like
I was
what?
so disappointed.
Well, I
Give
mean,
us
how
some
they made it
missing
look.
like arm meat.
There should have been
scratched up
missing
faces,
chunks on
you know,
her and
like-
shit.
I mean, she had
With
like
how
bites.
many zombies?
She had bites on her legs and her arms, but yeah, there should have been chunks missing.
It should have been horrible.
Well, so that was something. When they stopped biting her, the way that she just got off, shuffled off to the wall, and then sat against the wall, I'm like, I don't think you're moving after that for a little bit.
I mean,
But so part of me wonders, the virus clearly took a hold of her because the zombies stopped biting her.
yes,
Which means they no longer saw her as alive.
yes.
So I'm thinking maybe the virus acted as some sort of painkiller where she no longer really felt it because
No,
the
I-
virus was taking
See,
her.
I had a different interpretation of that. I thought it was her pain.
Well,
She
I
was
think
in
maybe
so much pain that the physical pain was not a deterrent to that mental anguish that she was already in.
I think it turned into anger.
I think that my theory is the best theory. I think that the zombies were just like, ew, trauma, and just left her alone. Like, I feel like I would be chill in this zombie apocalypse. They'd be like, oh, he's damaged. He's tainted meat.
What the camera didn't show is that she started trauma dumping on them, and they all slowly stopped biting
She
her.
just,
like,
she's like,
"Ew."
and they're like, do
And
I
then
hug
he
her?
said he was
What do
gonna
I?
post my nudes at
what-
9, and they're like, oh,
What
God,
do I?
I
Would
think
it be
we could find
weird?
someone else.
We should just leave.
Would it be weird if we stopped biting her? Would she feel bad about? You think she would kill herself if we did that?
What do we do? Speaking of being alive after getting messed up by zombies,
Yes.
fucking knife man mullet bitch.
Oh God, he sucks.
He dude, you know how freaked out I would be if I like was about to be murdered, got the guy away, he got murdered, he got murked by zombies, and then he was like, I'm gonna murder you, and then he's gonna come back, bro. We only watched up to episode 5 /
4.
Yeah, 4 or 5. So we don't know what's gonna happen next. Eric does, because Eric's a little bitch, and so does Alex. I
don't
think Alex
remember,
watched
dude.
it, but I am the only person here who hasn't watched it, and I am scared for my man. What's his name?
Chung Sen.
Yeah, I'm in fear for him because I would shit my pants.
Well, Let me point out something that they did in this series that's really good. You notice how, I mean, this was frustrating to me, but do you notice how all of the high school, what is it, locations, all the high school locations were all brought into play? We're not there yet. We will get there. You jumped ahead of us, but the library is in future episodes, but the cafeteria. And now the thing that bothered me about the mullet man was, you notice how he kept throwing people in front of the zombies?
He sacrificed 3 people.
And the problem is you're locked in with them.
He's just making more zombies. You just
created 3 more zombies and you have no humans to help you.
Yeah.
I think the ignorance is what's saving him. I think that the pure brute strength of him chucking zombies.
How is this man alive?
I think the mullet is giving him power. I think that the anger and the mullet and the knife combo is just giving him strength.
How is he alive?
I mean, he's not.
It doesn't make sense. This guy, like,
wait, don't give it away.
You're jumping ahead.
Okay, we were supposed to watch 6 episodes. We got up to 5. It's a compromise.
We filled you in before.
It's a compromise.
We didn't watch.
It was a misinput. It was a misinput.
This guy.
It was a compromise. I'm just saying, 6 is better. There's 12 episodes. 6 would have been better.
We
so
didn't
5.
watch 6 because we didn't
Okay,
have
but
the
you've seen
You
it.
didn't even watch the first 2 episodes.
I did watch the first 2 episodes while you were gone, fucking feeding a cat.
Host. If I was the host, I would take away points.
I'm doing it in my
Your
head.
beard is stupid and your forearms are hairy. Hat
They're
man.
supposed to be. Grow up. Be a man. Get some fucking arm hair.
I do have arm hair, but it's not. I won't survive the winter with butt ass naked like you.
Anyways, speaking of
Somebody's getting salty.
Speaking of up in mountains of some sort, let's talk about the idiot who hiked into Hoisan.
Oh my god!
Broadcasting a live stream.
Yo, chat, I will go hit this zombie for 200 bits. Drop a galaxy.
Dude, that's Alex in the zombie apocalypse, dude.
He's like,
we were making jokes.
Yeah.
We were making jokes that he was gonna be like, guys, I really don't. Hey, yo, Noi-san, thanks for the 30 bits, man. I really appreciate that. Guys, I'm really fucking scared of him. These zombie children have me surrounded.
Oh my god, the zombie kids, dude, were freaking horrifying.
They were creepy.
You know what got me on
literal
this
ankle
one
biters.
Bro, at first I thought they were just regular kids.
That young girl and her baby.
Oh, okay. I said this to TJ. It's such a tragic moment, but it's also such a beautiful moment of a mother's love and a mother's instinctual love for her baby, that she had to stop herself. That fight while she was tying herself before she died was, man, that was tragic, but it was so beautiful.
She did a better job than what Ellie's mom did in The Last of Us.
True.
She was still holding her. You better go tie her. You better jump out the window, like do something.
Yeah.
But no, she found a safe place and made sure and tied herself up. I mean, me personally, I would have kind of wanted to I'm sure there's a deep freezer in there. I would have jumped into that because what was she tied up with? It didn't look like rope.
Strong.
It didn't look strong at all.
Like,
and I'm sure when you're a zombie, you're a little stronger.
Yeah.
I'd also say the emotional impact of Chung-san's mom calling out for Chung-san when she was being eaten.
I thought you were going to say that baby is most certainly going to have a shit ton of trauma to deal with because it's just staring at a bunch of zombies
going to be
on
fucking
the glass.
Dexter.
Well, I mean, what's going to I'm curious because did she got bit after she delivered the baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So no one knew she was pregnant. She left school probably because she felt like she was about to go into labor. Then she went into labor. She did it in a public bathroom.
Went to the nurse, but the nurse was busy with the girl.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So then she went to a public bathroom, delivered the baby by herself, cleaned up, left the baby in the bathroom, went outside, saw the zombie apocalypse, and was like, yeah, nah, and went back and grabbed her baby, which was very brave of her, and which shows the love for the baby right off the bat.
Yeah. Really, there are a lot of chicks who would prom night dumpster baby that poor young soul, and I respect it. I respect that she made sure that the baby was safe, and
Yeah, that was. We'll see how that plays out in the upcoming episodes. But yeah, Chung Sun's mom. Oh man, what was that lady thinking though? I get it. She needed to see her son, but after everything she'd seen going into the city, how the fuck is she gonna see him? What was his name?
Which one?
The best friend of Chung Sun who got that bitch killed.
Oh, that's a great question.
It started with a G. It was like Gyeong. It was not Guan Yu. That's a fucking god in Smite.
Fucking Guan Yu. Was it?
It's something like that. Guangsu or something like that.
Was it Daesu?
No,
Daesu was the other guy.
Daesu's the big guy.
It's not Chung Sun.
It was like Guangsu. No, it was like Guangsu or something. I don't know. It was Chung Sun's best friend, but he's shuffling in the field at night, and she's like, "Oh, hey, it's me, Chung Sun's mom." After everything you saw going up to that, no part of you is thinking, "Yeah, he's definitely a zombie."
Yeah, there's something's wrong here.
You gotta admit, man, she was a fucking idiot. I knew she was gonna die the moment she crashed that freaking moped 2 seconds after she got on it.
Yeah. She got on and immediately crashed it. Yeah.
I'm like, you don't have to wobble that much while you're just press the gas. Also, I'd like to point out, somebody asked, how long does it take to feed a cat? Approximately an hour and a half, according to Erik. That's how long it took for me to watch both episodes.
Okay. Hear me
2x
out.
speed.
Hear me out.
Erik will be like, I'm going to go smoke, and then he'll be gone for the rest of the day.
It's true.
Okay, I'm really bad at time management, all right? I get stuck in that doom scrolling. Speaking of animals, do we see any animals in this series?
No.
Not that I can recall.
I can't remember any animals whatsoever. Oh, no. The fucking hamster, the rat.
Oh, the
all the
rat,
ones in the lab. But like no other animals other than that.
Even in the city.
There is a horrifyingly racist joke in here somewhere. One of my critiques, the nobody having bites or anything on them, that's a critique. Another critique is, brother, if you're flying around with the drone and there is a chick crying because her parents are dead in the car, don't stay focused on the car after she confirms.
You're talking about. Shut up! You're talking about episode 5.
That's episode 4.
Again.
That's episode 4.
No, that's not. No, that's not.
That is. That's episode 4.
No, it is not.
Yes,
they don't get the drone until episode 5. You're ahead again.
Prove it.
This guy. It's literally roll the film.
Prove it.
Can't get him to watch the movie, and then you can't get him to shut up about getting too far in a show.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna prove it because it's the next one we're gonna watch.
The next episode when we bring this up, yeah.
Okay, but like, why the hell are we going from like 5 to 12? Like, are we doing 3 parts?
Yes,
yeah, 3 parts.
We talked about this before we recorded.
We did not talk about 3 parts before. I thought we were doing 2 parts.
Did. All right, you had some critiques, Alex.
I did. I wouldn't say no bites. I think the lack of consistency, that some of these zombies were so horrifyingly disgusting. Like the one that stared in the girl's face after he was biting on her, and then he just had bad stopped. Acne. Well, and then like she had nothing. There were so many who were just completely dismantled.
Wait, who had nothing?
The girl who was being bitten all over.
Okay, so
I don't think they're rotting.
Point.
I think they're just getting eaten, and that's how they are as their zombies.
No, and that's what I mean. Is you look at some of them, right? Don't focus on that one zombie, that one girl. There were some of them who were completely ripped apart, and then some of them who were barely touched at all, which clearly, like, I think his name was not Su Young, Sunju. I wish I could remember his name, but their friend who the girl infected, he had nothing on him because he was infected by that girl. She sabotaged him. So none of the zombies were after him. He never got bit, if you will. So some of them had varying degrees. I'm okay with that. But when you look in the hallways, when they're running around and you see the state of most of them, and they're so massively ripped apart. And then the girl we saw them all converging on top of her, and they're all biting on her, and yet nothing was wrong with her.
So, okay, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say nothing's wrong with her, but also we got to acknowledge that clearly the virus is not acting normally with her. It kind of enhanced her in a way. Think about, she was smashing
I'm
phones,
okay with that. But how did she get infected in the first place? Okay, you're saying it's the virus.
Yes.
Right? How did she get the virus?
The bites.
Okay. How many zombies were biting her?
Well, I agree.
There was like a dozen of them on her.
Then it depends on like how long does it take for like people to turn? It's usually like fucking quick,
seconds.
Right? So modified virus, mutated virus, it'll probably spread faster. They probably realize that it's like, you know,
we're going to see this later on. We're going to see what happened here. She's like the first of many. But the fact of the matter is that like, I'm okay with it if they had like one of the zombies come up, bite her, and gets up and is like, you know, staring at her like oddly, and then walks away, and none of the other zombies are interested. But you showed us like a half a dozen zombies on top of her, all biting her. And but what were they doing? It's like
I gotta be honest,
weren't biting because there was no damage.
I gotta be honest, I just don't care. That does not bother me because
it bothers the shit out of me.
She's a main character.
Inconsistency.
So she's a main character, so they're not going to make her so horribly mangled and disfigured that she can't do anything
Why?
anymore.
It's
Also,
a zombie movie.
Because she drives the plot in some way, so they had to make sure she could still fucking walk.
Okay, that is going to lose consistency when you see Mullet Dude later. But you got to go back and look at just that one scene.
Maybe there was just some kinky ass zombies.
My beef is that they were all biting on her, and then they stop. She gets up, and they get a shot of her back, and there's like a couple of blood spots on her shirt, her white shirt.
When did they show her back?
When she was walking into the office.
Oh, I don't remember that.
She leaned up against the wall. She sat there. The one got in her face, and then got up and walked away, and then she sat there just kind of looking at them. Then she stood up. And she walked in, she continued into the office. When she was walking in, the camera gets her back. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, what did they bite? Like they were all on her back, but there was no damage done to her back. Her shirt was perfectly intact.
I think it boils down to like this shit did not have like a super high budget.
She had tons of bites on her. Now, I agree they weren't as bad as they should have been. But she had tons of bites. You're acting like she was completely clean.
She was completely clean.
No shit. Go rewatch it. She had tons
all of them
bites.
Being on top of her like that.
She easily had 12 bites
all
on
of them.
her.
No way.
Easily.
Just look at Springfield, Ohio, man. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Oh,
okay.
Shut
up. Just
I'm
don't.
Ready to end this episode at this point. Jesus Christ. I genuinely
it's down to budget. I think it's just down. It's just down to budget. I think that they like really like.
I don't think it even had to do with budget. I just don't think they cared because it really. I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't really bother me at all. Any other gripes?
I don't know. Alex seems to be really bothered by Koreans. It's a little sus.
Why don't you give your warning that you're black?
Warning, I'm black. I also have a Korean aunt. Her name is Sue. She's very sweetie pie. She used to have birds. They died. They're still in her freezer. But technically, I'm Korean by proxy. So, warning, I'm Korean. No.
It changes.
Oh my god!
They're like, I don't know what the fuck this guy is. What is he?
The way that this whole last like 5 minutes is getting cut is crazy.
Well, then I have a humorous little goof here. I didn't notice this. There is an English misspelling on the fireman jacket. It's embroidered EMS rescue RESQUE instead of rescue RESCUE.
That's correct English. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to judge them at all because English is stupid. Because the fact that there is a word called Q and it has 4 completely unnecessary letters in it is ridiculous.
Oh, and by the way, TJ, one of your points in several previous episodes comes back to haunt us in this one. Another inconsistency would be when it comes to infection. if his name is Jiangsu. If Jiangsu can become infected and turn by having zombie blood dabbed onto his minor scratch, then the rest would have been infected by blood droplets into mouths, eyes, etc.
See, that is one I did want to talk about. That
because I was watching it with Eric. I'm like, is that even gonna turn him? Because like so many shows don't show that like blood can do that, but this one did.
28 Days Later showed that it can, and that was the one that was the most unforgiving about it. Right. And I do think blood in the mouth and the eyes and such would be a problem that you would have to deal with.
I feel like blood in the mouth isn't as bad as like blood in the eyes or like nose. I feel. You think your stomach acid would destroy the virus?
No, I don't think so.
No. I do think you're right. I think it's more so the infection going into your lungs than into your stomach.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the bloodstream. I'm thinking it's way easier for blood to get into your bloodstream by other means rather than your mouth. Because your mouth, you can just spit it out, right?
But
and it never
lungs,
enters your bloodstream.
That's, cardiorespiratory system that goes to your blood. That's how
straight into your blood.
So if you aspirate
it, breathe it in,
and blood can become like a mist
in your mouth. Exactly. So if you get it in your mouth and you are inhaling it.
Well, I mean, I think
like if you get it in your mouth and you start spitting out right away, maybe you're lucky.
That's what I'm saying. I think odds of infection are pretty high, but I don't think it's guaranteed if you get a little in your mouth. If it like gushes blood in your mouth, you're screwed.
That's the point we're making is specifically in this movie. If it was as easy as taking it off of the broom handle onto a handkerchief and touching the handkerchief onto a minor scratch, if it was that easy to turn, then minor droplets in your mouth or in your nose or in your eyes would turn you.
High key, catch me in the zombie apocalypse with a super soaker full of zombie blood.
That seems very counterproductive. You're doing what the bad guy did in the kitchen, where you're just creating more zombies to go after
you. You can hold people at fucking gunpoint with that. Like, hey, you'll be easier to kill if you're a zombie, Ami.
That's kind of similar to the sound trap in A Quiet Place
it can
Part
like
2,
blow back on you.
Where it's like, you could turn me into a zombie, but then I'm a zombie.
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. All right. Well, I think we're coming up towards the end of our time here. Any last minute thoughts on the first 4 episodes of All of Us Are Dead?
I would like to
gang signs you were giving me.
The audience can't see it, so it didn't happen, Eric. You're breaking the immersion. My last thoughts on this show are that I am excited for the next episodes. I am also deeply enraged by that dumb bitch rubbing the goddamn blood on him just because he's poor. I am poor. I feel attacked. I would also like to say that bro's mom was a dumbass. I don't know why. We didn't even get to what is he, like a cop? I can't remember. The one dude who ended up finding the baby. I don't know why he took the one guy with him. That one guy is fucking stupid.
You are again talking about the 5th episode.
No, because it happens in the 4th.
Not the 4th episode.
That specifically happens in the 4th.
No, it didn't.
Nope. The baby has not been discovered by anybody by the end of the 4th episode. You are again talking about the 5th episode.
Okay, but hear me out. I don't know their names. I can only describe what's happening.
Oh, so you don't know their names, so you don't remember what happened in what episode? How does that correlate?
I don't know their names, so how else am I going to describe them than what they have done, genius?
This guy cannot. All right. Well,
Eric, your nose is stupid. Your mustache is dumb. Your eyebrows are fucking large. You scrawny little hoe. Fuck your goose shirt. I don't give a fuck about points. We're going to end up watching this shit anyways. It don't even matter who wins. The points don't matter. Your hair is dumb. Fix it. Get a mullet or something. Be fucking, more like better with your haircuts, my guy. No.
So after everything you just said, the thing that offended me the most was the attack on my silly goose sweater. And because of that, you have lost an infinite amount of points.
Your microphone's stupid. Those headphones on the desk are dumb. Is that an ashtray in your room? But they can still hear me though. They can still hear me though. Is that an ashtray? It looks like a hollowed out coconut, just like your fucking forehead. You big domed mother. No.
What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? It looks like a hollowed out tree stump. It just holds my guitar picks. We're getting off topic. Well, I'm going to announce a winner here.
I think somebody got off topic.
Make sure to check us out on all of our socials and stuff.
If you don't shut the fuck up, Alex, you won this episode.
No shit, Sherlock. You didn't need to announce that. I think it's pretty blatant and all.
He's already muted in the edit.
So, do you know what I'm going to do just for TJ? We're obviously going to watch this. You know what we're going to watch? We're going to watch a bunch of fucking werewolf movies.
Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go, dude. Werewolf movies are the shit, dude. Let's fucking go. I'm so fucking hyped for that, dude.
I thought you were about to be like, just for that, we're going to watch episodes 9 through 12. And I thought that would have been pretty funny. All right. Well, I forgot I was the host for a second.
Yeah, make sure to check us out on all of our socials. You can find us.
Shut up! Do you have a winner speech?
Yes. Yeah, the winning circle feels a little empty when there's like no competition because, you know, TJ's just making a fool of himself.
I'm a Wade.
I'm lonely over here because, you know, I'm so far ahead of TJ.
I mean, I won the last one. I understand your pain.
You understand?
I understand your pain. You know, just always being at the top. It's just...
It's lonely up here.
It gets so lonely. TJ, your loser speech.
I would like to say that none of...
Anyways, thank you to our survivors for listening to this episode. So you could check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok at Will You Survive the Podcast. You can email us at theboys@willyousurvivethepodcast.com. That's THEBOYS at willyousurvivethepodcast.com. Our Twitter is Alex and Erik WIS.
We go on Trump-filled rants on there. Have fun with that.
No, that's on Truth Social. Our Truth Social. We try to appease the liberals on Twitter. This has been the Will You Survive podcast.
If you watched the last episode, it was the Jeopardy dude. Tell me that wasn't like the best episode, guys.
That's true. Actually, go check out the first episode,
brother.
Go check out the previous episode of Will You Survive the Podcast, which was Jeopardy. And with that, stay alive.